gas fee sting, but I'm riding the hype. FOMO's got me clicking the 3 a.m. right. Memecoin fever, I'm a DJ supreme. Chilling on X, living life for the meme. Charts a wild ride, green candles my muse. But a rug's round the corner and I'm bound to lose. Slippage hitting hard, yeah, I'm slipping too fast. Rug pulling my soul, but the thrill's gonna last. Dev's got no face and the contract's a lie. Still I dive in head first, cause I'm that kind of guy. I just wanna rock you all night long. Pump it to the moon, then the floor's where we're on. Crypto DJ style, yeah, we chase that spark. Plug you in the light, leave me broken the door. Airdrop alerts, I'm claiming that drip, but the wallet's drained. Yo, I fell for the script. NFTs popping, copper frog for $1,000. Now the floor's at zero, just a JPEG in hand. Discord just Shilla scream to the top, but the chart's free falling and my heart's gonna drop. Still I'm all in, double down, no regret, cause the DJ's got a DJ, and that's the life that I bet. Slippage hitting hard, yeah, I'm slipping too fast. Rock pulling my soul, but the thrill's gonna last. There's got no face and the contract's a lie. Still I'm diving head first, cause I'm that kind of guy. I just wanna rock you all night long. Pump it to the moon, and the floor's where we're on. Crypto DJ style, yeah, we chase that spark. Rock you in the light, leave me broken the dark. Smart contracts attract, yo, it's stealing my stack. Devs on a yacht and they ain't coming back. X is buzzing, calling fire on the play. But I'm still in love with this DJ ballet. From the bull run highs to the bear market sting. Rug pull romance is my favorite thing. One more trade, so I'm quitting the game. But you rug me again and I'm back. I just wanna rug you all night long. Pump it to the moon, then the floor's where we're on. Crypto DJ style, yeah, we chase that spark. Rug you in the light, leave me broken the dark. To the regions out there, we're the lords of the fall. Rug calls, bumps, yeah, we're living it all. From the scales we trust to the bags we bust. I just wanna rug you cause it's crypto and dust. Let me know if you want to tweak the vibe or add more DJ and flair. Explain rug pull scams, NFT market trends, make it catchier.
All right, let's play another song and get some more people in here.
Yes, yes.
Everybody leave a comment right in the space below, retweet it, do your thing. I'm gonna play the anthem. I gotta get my dinner out of the microwave. Let's go. Why not going? Oh, here we are.
You should play a couple more. You should also hit 1000x ticker today too. The song.
Oh yes,
because
yes. Hold on.
I named that song 1000x ticker before there was the 1000x ticker. So.
Oh wow.
It was meant to be.
Got it? You playing it?
I have it.
Hold on.
I can pull it up and send it to you again.
I got it.
Yeah. So
let's play it. 1000x, the ticker.
Oh, this isn't 1000x ticker though.
Yeah, well.
Oh, okay.
Yo, we trading on, so we take 1000x agents in the game. Yeah, we flexing on the decks. Blockchain blazing, hard transactions moving quick. Pop the wallet, load the bag. We hitting every tick. 1000x the dream. Got my eyes on the prize, always layer one. See the moon in the skies from the telegram chats to the candlestick wars. We riding this wave, breaking all the shores. 1000x on, so we tickers gonna soar. Picture life, we grinding, opening the door. Stack the coins, take the shot, let the profits pour. 1000x the play, we ain't selling for more. Smart contract snapping, yeah, we coding the wealth. So he's got the tech, keep the network in stealth. No rug pull fears, we vetted moving clean. On 1000x the ticker, living every day's dream. From the dip to the pump, we don't ever blink. Hold on through the storm, never let it sink. For more in the air, but we keep it ice cold. On 1000x or so, we turning paper into gold. Zooming through the charts, yeah, the green's inside. DJ and crew united, we igniting the night. So is the foundation, tickers ready to fly. 1000x the mission, we gon' touch the sky. 1000x on, so we tickers gonna soar. Vision life, we grinding, opening the 1000x to play, we ain't settling for more. From the blocks to the bags, we don't play it small. 1000x on soul, yeah, we answering the call. Moon's the destination, DJ and heart don't lie. Tickers 1000x, watch us rise so we high.
There we go. Let's play our anthem.
Yeah, to clarify, this one's actually it's titled 1000x Ticker, the one with the melody. Yeah.
Yep. What's the ticker? What's the ticker? Where's it at?
What is the ticker? Where's it at? I got crypto in the bag, send the CA in the chat. Gonna ape another fat. Got a runner on the map, so line of sniping like a gat. And the SUI is moving quickly. I'm the squeezing where they at. I'm trying to bring the memecoins back. 1000x is gonna land. I got each chilling in the back, and the gas fees are gonna slap. Where's the ticker? Where's it at?
Here we are. Space is open again. The live stream is working. Ticker's got it up. It's pinned up in the Jumbotron, right? This space is being live streamed, recorded on X and on the YouTube, so you can always watch back for any alpha that you might have missed, right? So just going over the market. Welcome everybody, by the way. Just make sure that you repost this space and leave some comments. Look, we're all about having a healthy X account, and it's very, very good to boost yourself when you are actually commenting under spaces, right? Because it kind of tells Elon that you're not a bot, right? That you are in spaces and enjoying this. So let's go. It's good for your account to do that. You get a little boost from it, especially if you are a reply guy. So go ahead, do that. Right, the market seemed to have picked up a little bit. Of course, this Monday I was saying, hey, Friday looks like it wants to pump, but then I didn't realize that we were first going to touch 101 in order to do that.
Well,
So
yesterday,
yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to
But
throw
you
this
did.
in real quick. I'm sorry.
You're good, Tick.
Yesterday when you were sleeping though, it was like the sky was falling. It was the craziest thing because I was in spaces and everything, and
Yeah.
basically everyone was like watching the news and everything, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, dude, maybe I should sell," and all this stuff, and
Never.
and then somebody chimed in and they're like, "Hey man, like it's a good rule of thumb, like both in crypto and in stocks, never listen to the news to determine
Never
your
listen to the
trades."
news.
You know, so
Exactly.
I thought
Look,
that was some good advice.
they will try and flip your sentiment. That's what they try to do. When they want you to hold, this will be the news. Bitcoin healthy retracement. Yeah. When they want you to sell and scare you out of your bags, market crash. Now look, they come with the same with these two things, even though Bitcoin is doing the same retracement. But one time they would say, like, hey, yeah, healthy retracement, just huddle on, nothing to see here.
Yeah.
And then when they want to buy your bag, it's like market crash,
Just like changing
or they're gonna dump
interest
them.
rates depending on how
Yeah,
what
it's
they
all
want.
about yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly,
It's
exactly, because they
manipulation,
know
yeah.
it's gonna move. It's gonna move a little bit of a needle. So
Mhm.
never trade the news, right? And that's why these conferences like the Bitcoin 2025, there were actually people in live streams saying like, "Oh, this guy's gonna speak. I'm getting ready to sell," because these are sell the news events. These are not buy events, right? I mean,
Yeah.
retail would probably think it is, but it's absolutely for the traders. These things are sell the news events. So
Yeah.
if you see any of the events coming up, make sure that you can get a short out because these are opportunities to short the market, open a future, and just make bread, right?
Yeah, I wonder what the correlation is. Like if you were to like use like an AI research, deep research model and to ask it like what the effect of the news media may have on like, what the price impact of the news is, like what would that estimated be if it's like like 1% or like, I wonder what that impact that the news actually does
It's
have
never
as an
just one
influence.
news article. It's never just one. And
True. Yeah.
sometimes you can really see the war being played out between the articles, right?
Mm.
And that's kind of fun too. But it's definitely what news does is it changes the sentiment.
Hmm.
When the sentiment now was like, all right, Bitcoin's going to make another all-time high, like a big one. And when I said, well, technical analysis is kind of like, yeah, well, I don't see that yet. Well, it's got to do a few things before we get there. And I don't see it has that pull, that momentum enough coming from a technical analysis perspective. But everybody was like, alt season, all time high. And it's like, well, if people are start to be euphoric like that, that's kind of a telltale sign too,
Hmm.
right? So that sentiment, when it gets euphoric, always watch out there a little bit, because that's when things usually that's when we're close to the top, if not top is in, right? For now at least. So the monthly on Bitcoin looks so super bullish, right? So I'm expecting still quarter 4. I always had. I was looking a little bit more bullish. If we would have held that 108 on Bitcoin, I would definitely see another 10-15% pump from there. So no 150 Bitcoin, but definitely a more convincing all-time high than we did. Of course, it was an all-time high, but it was not a convincing one, right? It was just a little bit over the last one, and so yeah, that kind of made people feel a little bit more bearish. At least the traders were. But it looks like we're recovering for the moment for this Friday. Friday is always a good day for pump day, right? And then we're possibly just moving sideways on that 104.5. Now that 106.8 is going to be resistance again, all the way up to 108. That is going to be some serious resistance zone again. So we just might move sideways. I still think, based on the daily, that we are going to do. Let's look at the daily, right? Let's see what's left on there. Yeah, on the daily, we do have more room. So we can actually go back to previous all-time high, a little below that. Usually the orders are set now below that. And then, my prediction of what it looks like to me for 75%, it looks like we're going to move into a channel sideways with another little dip at the end, right? But yeah, at the end of summer, that usually is kind of what happens. I mean, the chart is kind of showing us that it wants to go ahead and do that, because that weekly is now crossing in a dead cross down. So that sounds really terrifying. But yeah, the daily doesn't, so we can still pump. It depends on volume, how far we go with that, but there's definitely room to grow and then go into a sideways channel over the summertime. And I'm expecting hard pumps in quarter 4. The Bitcoin dominance is rising, by the way. It's rising, it's not
Mm.
coming down, so no alt season.
Yeah,
And
so it's
also
that
no relief rally. Yeah.
death cross on the weekly though is the indicator that you see, that's the bull trap at the basically it's a bull trap. It looks like we're gonna have another rally, but it's actually gonna go into discovery again and fall back into the below 101, right? Back 97,
Yeah.
98.
Well, that daily, if it crosses up, that daily can put us, because Bitcoin can pump hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I would expect the daily to land anywhere within 108, 110, and that would be challenging the previous all-time high a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But that weekly tells me that is the weekly is going to predict what's going to happen over the summer,
Right,
basically.
right.
So,
On the
so
stochastic RSI,
yeah,
there's the death cross. Yeah. After you were
yeah, but
talking about it, I noticed it. Yeah.
yeah, and a lot of people, when they see that, they immediately start predicting 75K Bitcoin. Now I don't see that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That
It's
that
not
that
realistic.
No, that stochastic can come down in relatively lower volume, cell volume, right? So we shall see where we end up. But
Mm-hmm.
for now, on that, the daily is cooled down enough to cross back up and do something, basically. So let's have a look at that 4th hour then, because that should be looking a little more exciting. Yeah, we have a little bit more room on that 4th hour, but we are getting, from some moving averages, we're getting pressure. So, if we can just get a little bit above and hold that 104.8 or something like that, if we can hold that, that would be great, right? Or else we just got to have to retouch that 103.7, point 6, point 7 again, somewhere there for a retest. And then next week, we should be moving a little bit more, maybe. Yeah. So,
Mm.
yeah, that's some market talk. We have on stage here, we have SUI Booster. SUI Booster is with us. How are you doing? I was just in you guys' space, having a good time. So I know you're doing well. Welcome in this space. What's new? Any alpha on the project? Because we want to shine a little light on you as well. Tick, let's go ahead and pull up
Hmm.
some information about SUI Booster for the shorts later on the social side of things.
Yes. That new content, by the way, that's up on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Go like, share, repost that new video that I just posted about the Gemstoners NFT collection and Gem. Very bullish community, and very stoked that we got a couple clips from that. So yes, let's keep it going. I want to do the same thing with SUI Booster. Wow, did I lose you, or are you still there? Okay.
No, I'm still here, but I'm also trying to get some dinner
Yes.
because I
So very
forgot.
nice. SUI Booster. Do we got you here on stage with us?
Hey guys, yeah, I'm here.
Ooh, man, are you sitting inside of a wood chipper? Holy hell.
I am actually getting rained on. I'm
Oh.
inside a truck getting rained on.
Okay.
Whoa! Raining cats and dogs, my guy.
So if you
Jeez.
guys want, give me like 5 minutes
Yeah.
until I get a good spot where it stops raining. That
For
way
sure.
it doesn't mess up the content.
Yeah, one thing
Take your time.
One thing I do want to reiterate, which I don't really talk about enough, is that like when we do clip these videos, all of the subtitles and stuff is all AI generated, because I I don't have the time to sit there and type out all the. Anyway, I use AI to do the subtitles, and so sometimes the the AI gets confused and might misunderstand a word, and so when you're reading the subtitles, like it reads differently than what the person is trying to say, which isn't a big deal because as we've all seen this happen before on any TikTok or Instagram Reels videos. It's kind of a common thing that happens, but with crypto, it is a little bit more important to have the correct like spelling and things, or there's correct name even of whatever token it is, so that you have the ticker correctly and you don't go wreck yourself buying something that sounds something similar, but it's not. You don't want to get the foo-foo coins. So
The foo-foo?
yeah, you avoid the foo-foo.
Yeah.
So.
Well, AI has a hard time with SUI. And that's also because we're kind of saying it wrong.
Oh, sweet. It's sweet. Yeah.
It's
You
sweet.
told me this.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's something about I don't
But
know.
we're
Yeah.
so degen, so we're just making it SUI, and that's fine. I mean, in the crypto space, we know what we're talking about. SUI, right? But the AI definitely has an issue.
Oh yeah, it calls it yeah. It always mispronounces it somehow. So
It
it's
makes
like
it SUI.
yeah, SUI.
SUI or the name SUI.
Yeah.
It does that too when the AI does it in your text translated for TikTok. But I guess these things are. But yeah, I always try because I have this Dutch accent, of course, you guys. So AI is not really happy with me either.
Mm-hmm.
And so but we're trying.
Oh, you do pretty
AI
well
just
though.
has to get better.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Needs to get better.
Like 2 more days. Another model just came out yesterday. On AI Studio, Gemini 2.5, the newest release from June 5th, just came out yesterday. So that's available to use on AI Studio as well. It's very, very cool. But
Bullish. So let's talk some more because I see ETH doing some numbers. The dominance is rising, so it means that when Bitcoin is pumping, all the tokens are gonna pump along, and I would say all right.
Mm-hmm.
Sentiment is then good for the rest of the market,
Right.
But just be aware that when that check that dominance, because when it's rising like this, it also means that any red on Bitcoin is gonna be red on your token. So just know that is what's going on. Actually, that dominance chart looks so bullish to me. Is it ridiculously bullish? It will just rise and rise, kind of indicating to me that Bitcoin will have another pump up to the previous all-time high. So, or at least is going to try to challenge it. SUI is up 8.6%. It was kind of up there in the 320s, back in the 320s. Again, we see Solana doing very well as well, right? Pulling up with 4.1%. Yeah, Ethereum 3.3. So yeah, market is happy, looking happy, except for Tron, TRX, right? TRX, sorry. TRX is a little bit lagging behind there, and hype is actually holding just a price, which I guess all that James Wynn, that guy that just started dealing with futures, um, has brought the pump there, but I guess that's old news now. So Doge is up 5%. That's good for these digital dogs. Happy with that. Happy with that. So these dips turned out to be what? Blessings again, right? Don't be scared.
Hmm.
Buy the fear. Stay liquid enough to take, part in these opportunities. And so
Yeah.
your bags always look happy and chill.
Yeah, I got a
Uh,
limit order at $3 on SUI, so it doesn't feel right saying it like that. But yeah, I got another limit order in when for that dip, so that was a nice
Yeah,
little.
that was nice. Also, for people in the audience, if you want to come up and show, you're more than welcome to. If you request, we'll pull you up on stage, but just have a wait until we address it, right? And that's also for the live stream to make it look good, because we want to make the projects look as good as possible. So right now, I just want to shed some light on the 1000x that we found like 2 spaces ago. Was it
Mhm.
already 2 spaces ago?
Yeah,
Yeah.
day before yesterday.
See, time flies in crypto, you guys. It feels like yesterday.
Hmm.
I saw that 1000x on Raiden, and I haven't looked on there for a long time because the volume on SUI for the SUI memes is kind of lacky. Has been for the last while, so nobody's paying a lot of attention. But I saw this ticker at 1000x fly by now. If you know me, guys, and you know my timeline, I'm frequently posting and asking for, hey, I'm just here for my 1000x. Because that's the one thing I still need to do in crypto is 1000x. So I was in Pepe, but sold early, right? I was in Pepe too. I did better there, but no 1000x, right? I was in how do you that ticker Bitcoin, right? The autism token. Also, no 1000x. So I'm still hunting down my 1000x. And then I saw this ticker flying by, and I was just like, "Hey, on Sui, that's great. Let me hop into the TG." And then I found there was actually, people behind it, like DJs who really got tired of being rugged. And I was like, that's something. So he just went into my space, started talking. And I was like, oh, that's even more bullish. People who want to speak, because, how many times do projects actually want to speak? If they do, very bullish, right? And so low market cap, I mean, it was like 6.5K market cap, like nano cap, very early. And so, I got some of the supply, and then people in the space started buying. And then this morning, we're in the space, in Lamb space, the crypto moonlight digital space too, right? So, and then it just, we made it bond. And it was kind of a birthday present because it was actually a guy's birthday yesterday. So it was kind of fun. And yeah, it's doing well. Can you pull up the chart for it?
Yeah.
Ticky tick. Right? So I ran it back up, ran it up to what is it peak, like 43K market cap or something. Now it's retracing a little bit to 35, getting some weak hands out, right? So good entry again for that. Of course, I think Dev 1000X is going to talk to Sui Booster. If not, they are doing that already, and get something cooking for it. Because this is, I think, a ticker who can really induce some FOMO, especially if you hit certain market caps. So, nothing about it. 1000x, that's it. 1000x, and we all want that 1000x. So, I love tickers like that. Nothing about it. The meme is 1000x, and the universe is speaking to me. I don't know if it does for you. Go ahead and grab a baggie there, right? So, uh, yeah, yeah. Hey, there was somebody on stage here. I don't know. Can you still see it from the gem community?
Oh yes. Shoot, let me pull up the window. It's um Lela and DGem. DGem. These guys have been very active,
Yes.
reposting the video and everything. So it's been very
Awesome.
awesome
Well,
to
if
see
you
the
want to come back
engagement.
on stage and chill, then also you're more than welcome to. So we're gonna cut this up for that 1000x. Hold on, hold on. We're gonna cut this up for the 1000X ticker on SUI. So, guys, hop into the TG, right? Get some of the vibes. That's always what I do before I buy. I go into the TG and just, get some of the vibes in there, and see the activity rate and how incredible or not, right? In this case, it is incredible. How active it is, how people are talking about it, and the vibes. You get that in a TG, and so I always recommend going in a TG for to catch some vibes. So yeah, well, I think we have enough to cut that up into the shorts, or no? We let 1000X is on stage with us. Let him speak a little bit more. Welcome, 1000X.
Hey guys, thanks for having me up. I didn't get to give you your flowers, Wild, back in SUI Booster space. Again, I do appreciate you guys coming through with the birthday present. That's probably got to be one of the best presents I've ever received. This project is already near and dear to my heart, but it just makes it that much more
Well,
special.
you gotta shout out Lamb and Cholana, who are in the audience here. Because if you're talking about some whale backing, that's right. I think Cholana bonded it for you. Yeah, he
Good
got
job,
so
guys.
bullish.
Talada, Lamb, much appreciated. I just sat here while I was listening to you guys and got the SUI booster running. Okay, that's awesome. That's an achievement. First time running a SUI booster on a CA. So I got that under my belt now. I know what's going on, how to run that. So anyway, just needless to say, guys, we're gonna keep this going full force. And this is just a safe haven for degens, man. Like you said, we're a micro cap. We're still a micro cap. And so it just gives people great entries on a good project that's just starting. So yeah, man, we're getting just boost. Sui's got all these awesome tools at our disposal now that we're bonded on decks. We can just stay relevant. We don't hardly have to try. These spaces are great, but Sui's got the good tools to stay relevant, and anything we're doing to just promote that and help it along the way is just icing on the cake at this point.
Yeah.
But good job, guys. Very good job on everything.
Also,
I'm happy that everyone's got a bag here. The people that have a little conviction in narrative plays. And we're gonna keep pushing, guys. I have a phone call here in a little while. I'm gonna connect with my partner. He's basically helped me dev this, and we haven't touched base since for a couple days, really, since we've been in the trenches trying to get this to bond. And now that we are here, we have some connecting to do on some taking on what moves to make next and whatnot. I also have I'm here after this space. I'm gonna have to be announcing winners to this 48-hour meme contest that we had. A lot of great art came our way, and I know the community is ready for that. So we'll just keep functioning with each other, keep the vibes up, keep shilling, keep sharing, keep getting base degens aboard, and then we're gonna make this a success one way or the other. And so yeah, it was a really good weekend here around these parts for 1000X and the Doginals.
Very nice.
absolutely. And something that you need to not forget to mention in your shill. So I'm going to mention it for you. This is a Moonbag launch. So that means that you can get to stake your tokens, on Moonbag. So if you're holding a baggie, you can actually just fetch some rewards for just holding by staking it. It takes 1 hour to unstake, just to make sure you're not, worried about that. So that's basically the alpha here. You can also lock tokens there. But yeah, I definitely think staking is bringing a little bit of a, how do you say, extra sauce here, extra bullishness, right? Oh, it just jumped up back to 40K again. That's pumping. I am up 4x, almost 5. So I have 995 to go. We're getting there.
Let's go.
That's how it rolls. Yeah, I love this. This is what it's about in crypto. I think when I degen, this is what I like to see. It's exciting. It's just the excitement, you guys. So 995 to go for Wild. So go ahead, stake your tokens. The last time I looked, it was like 114% APR. You're getting 35% of the fees. For that staking, the fees that are made on the token. So, I think that gives it an extra bullish dimension right there. So, don't forget to mention that in your shill, 1000X, right? If you're shilling on
Thank
stage
you.
somewhere,
That's
you should.
That's a good point. That is a good point because that is
Yeah.
a great thing that we have at our disposal. And you know what? A lot of people are following suit. People buy the bag. People stake the bag.
Yeah.
We almost have
Yeah.
40% of the supplies, staked on moon bags, just collecting APR. So it's like while you're holding, that's a great place to stick it. Um, and so thanks for the reminder there. I know that I probably skip over all kinds of things, but that is a great mention that we are launched on Moonbags. I'm actually probably waiting for a shout out from them at some point. We were like one of the only projects to bond really through this
Yeah.
CEDIS debacle off of Moonbags. It was a seamless bond over to Turbos. And yeah, now we're live, guys. We are live. So
Well, you kind
buy
of
a
need to
bag, stake
harass
it.
them. You kind of need to get into Discord and harass them almost.
I know. I will.
Yeah.
I know. I'm on my way,
Show
girly.
some
I
love, you
appreciate
guys.
all the let's go. I appreciate all the invites, dude. I'm in the thick with you guys now at this point. So I look forward to connecting with you guys in those groups.
Awesome. Awesome. Of course, I'm going to hook you up with Sui Preem so you can do something with them too. Later on, I'll go ahead, and the crypto doctor is the dev there, so I'll go, and later on we'll go ahead and do that, right? So next up, we're gonna talk about. I think Sui Booster is ready. He's being thrown hearts and emojis, right? He's out of the rain. I hope you are.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much for waiting. I appreciate it.
Not a problem at all. So Tick, go ahead.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
I
yes.
do have their. I've got your link tree up. What? Let's see. What would you like me to pull up on the screen to that will kind of like embody what you guys are all about? Nice visuals.
So we have the SUI Booster Volume Bot and the SUI Snapshot tool.
Okay.
So either one will work.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll do both. Excellent.
We'll do both. Yes, because I want to know about that volume bot because I kind of want to use it.
Yes.
So
For sure.
whenever you're ready, Sui Booster, for your shilling, let's go. Let's hear it.
Awesome. Thank you guys. So as you guys know, our name is SUI Booster. We are a DAO that builds many different tools here in the SUI ecosystem. One of those tools is a volume bot, an automated market maker that basically buys and sells on your chart so that you don't have to do it. Uh, in that same volume bot, we have other features like Dex Screener trending, which will allow you to uh, get to the top of Dex Screener. And the other function we have is a buy and burn function, and we call that hype. So basically, you run SUI through it, and it's going to buy in microtransactions a lot of tokens, and then what it does, it sends those to the burn address. So there's many different functions in that volume bot that we currently have. Aside from that, we created. Can you guys still hear me? I want to make sure if you guys can still hear me.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Sorry, I connected to the Wi-Fi, and sometimes it cuts off. The other, the other tool that we developed here for the SUI ecosystem is a snapshot tool. Longest time, a lot of us needed to get wallet addresses for whitelist or for any other thing, and not up to date. There has been nobody that created a snapshot tool, so we went ahead and delivered that for free for the SUI ecosystem. So if you have an NFT collection, or if you have a token and you would like to download a CBS format of the holders, you can now do that in our application, which is hosted in the Walrus protocol. The name is suisnapshot.wall.app. And basically, you can pick however many wallet addresses you want to download, because we realized that we needed to have a way to filter those things so that you don't download all 50 or 60 or 100,000 wallets that you probably do not need. So those are the tools that we currently have developed and deployed here on SUI, and we are finishing up our third application, and that is a NFT raffle website. So we are testing it out now with the community. We've done a couple of tests. The raffle is working. We have been able to successfully deliver those NFTs to the winners, and the people that uh, build the raffles are gotten their fees as well. So that is the the third product that we are going to be bringing to the SUI ecosystem. On top of that, we do have our DAO NFTs that grant you access into the things that we're building, but also let you get 90% of the revenue that we generate. So a volume bot, as you guys heard from 1000X, they're using our services, and we take a cut, a fee from those, from the products that use our services. So 90% of the revenue that comes in goes to the DAO holders of the NFTs, and every week we buy our tokens, which is the boost token, and we distribute it to the holders. On average, before the CEDAS hack, we were doing around $13 airdrops per NFT. So if you had 10 NFTs, you were getting $130 a week. So we were doing really good. And then of course the CEDAS hack happened, and it pretty much stopped everything. So we have been able to still buy tokens from the market because people are still buying, using your services. So we've been able to still do our airdrops, even though they have been minimal. The airdrops are still coming in on a weekly basis. So as we deliver more tools with our ecosystem, more money is going to inflow, and more rewards are going to go to the DAO holder. So right now we have minted around 840 something NFTs. There in total there is 1,111 NFTs. So there's about 200 and change left that you can still mint, or you can pick up on secondary. We are verified on
We need to
Tradeport,
get
so you can just
minting.
go to the
Where can we
collections that are
mint?
currently trending on the SUI ecosystem on Tradeport, and you're gonna find us, along the top 15 or so. Been a
Awesome.
couple that have been.
Bullish. Bullish. I'm looking with you have to forgive me. I haven't minted before from Booster, but I really need to get on that because I'm writing things down like do this and do that, but then it never gets done. So I just gotta have to do it straight up, right? So Tic, can you pull that up where we can mint these bullish NFTs? Because
Yeah.
I just want to reiterate what Booster just said. So
Yeah, on Tradeport. Yeah.
Booster is saying, look, we're building all these tools in SUI. And, for other chains, right? If we're talking about Solana, people would be like, yeah, another one, right? But look, no, SUI is early and works with different coding. So, on SUI, there has not been a lot of these things at all, right? If any. So SUI Booster here is really paving the way with this tech. So it's the first one and the most bullish one because of that. And then it being a DAO and have these rewards for NFT holders supporting all of that and even building out more stuff. And I bet you in the future they're going to come up with more. So but they can only do one thing at a time. So for Sui Chain, absolutely bullish. I just wanted uh, to relate that a little bit for if people are in different chains that might be thinking, yeah, another volume. No, right on Sui, this was needed, much needed for the projects. Right, it also takes time to build, and I'm just happy to see it being tokenized in this way, and so the projects can make use of all these things that they need. Basically, I really like that hype thing where you burn the tokens and stuff. Yeah, this is going to be for the projects, and Sui is going to be a lifesaver. It's just what we needed. So yeah, cannot be bullish enough on this, you guys. Let's go.
Very nice.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate that. The flowers.
Well, sometimes, because I'm not really a chain max. I do love Sui. I have a big heart for Sui. I do like Solana. I like Ethereum still, right? I'm doing more coding myself in Sui Move nowadays. I did some in Rust. But so I like Tron, right? A very bullish community over the AVAX, right? I'm not a maxi for any chain or any community for that matter. I'm always looking around. I do have some things that I love more, right? I love the Dojo Dogs. I love Sui Chain. I love the projects on there. But because I am a little bit more in the middle, I'm not always in the Sui trenches. I get to see this more of a bird's eye view. And I can understand that other people are hearing this tech and are being like, yeah, we kind of know this, right? Well, yeah, I just wanted to reinforce that on Sui, that's not the case, right? It's harder, a little bit of more of a challenge to build on there than it is on any other chain. That doesn't make it less bullish. It just means that we're very, very early there still, right? So I just wanted to say that because I know you as a project, you're dealing with Sui all the time. For you, this is on normal, right? That is bullish. But for other people, we just want to have them understand that as well. So Tig, where we can get these NFTs mint.
Oh, on Tradeport, tradeport.xyz, on the SUI booster link tree. That's
Yes.
Linktree / SUI booster. They have the link to the NFT mint on Tradeport.
All right, cool. Well, so I'm gonna watch the thing back and get all that alpha after the space because I'm not
Really
gonna
quick.
mean. Oh yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Keep your eyes out because of the CETUS hack, there have been impatient people with their
Oh yeah.
SUI booster DAOs, and they have been basically posting them below floor price or below the mint price. So you could probably save 10 or 5 to 10 SUI just sweeping floors if you just be patient. So keep an eye out there. You can mint. There's still mints available for SUI booster DAO NFTs, but
Yes.
I'm noticing impatient people post their NFTs for sale because you can resell these.
I
And
love
one
that you're.
day,
I love that you're now giving flowers to Sui Booster, but I gotta do this for you. New all-time high for 1000x.
Nice.
New
beautiful.
all-time high for 1000x happening in this space, you guys. That's just 1000x is gonna happen. I keep saying that it is gonna happen someday, one day, right?
We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. And I
That's it.
love hearing everybody talking about these SUI Booster DAO NFTs. I just wanted to
Yeah,
say,
sure.
don't rush into the FOMO of minting. Capitalize on the impatient. You know, the money moves from the impatient to the patient. So you grab yourself a couple DAO NFTs, maybe scoop the floor, save some SUI or mint, either way. But just keep your eyes out.
Absolutely, and I am bullish on it because I know these guys are going to continue building more tech that is going to support more of the projects. There aren't much, relatively speaking, right? So we're comparing to other chains. There aren't much of these projects that even survive, right? So there is basically a handful in comparison, and so they're going to be more projects on there. So they're going to have to make use of some tech. That's just how where we're at in the space right now. So uh, I'm bullish on it. Yes, I'm gonna look for maybe I can scoop some up from indeed the paper hands. Right, I love that. Let's buy some tears. Let's buy some tears. So thank you, Sweet Booster, for coming up. Thank you, 1000x again, new all-time high, and it just like I mean, God candle on that 5 minute chart. So yeah, so happy I got a bag of that 1000x. I knew it. Thank you, universe. I'm ready. All right. Next up, we got Crypto Naira.
Good
Crypto Naira.
morning. It's Crypto Nera.
Crypto Naira.
How
I'm sorry,
how are
butchering
you
everybody's name.
guys? How are you doing?
Doing great. Good
We're doing
morning.
really good.
Good morning. I just want to come on here and co-sign for SUI Booster. I'm in a community, Pepe on SUI, and we're one of the collaborators that worked with our partners to bring SUI Booster. So I've been invested in SUI Booster since they launched. And I've used the actual technology with the hype bot and the volume bot in my communities. And I've seen tremendous results from it, as well as owning the DAO NFT and have seen my allocations of Boost token happen every Friday since they started doing this. And so I'm really bullish on the project and where it's going. These devs had delivered. They are trustworthy. And that's pretty much what I wanted to get on here and say and co-sign for SUI Booster.
Very nice. Awesome. And yeah, do you what is your project by the way?
I don't have my own project, but I'm very, very much involved in Pepe on Sui as a leader on
Okay.
that team, as well as Toilet Dust on Sui. So those are my two main projects here recently. Both have been verified in the Slush wallet. And that's really, really big for these projects
Mm-hmm.
because the SUI wallet, if you're not verified, you got to go to an app or D app to swap and stuff. But now that they're verified, you can directly swap for SUI right there in the wallet. And the wallet has some unique features like claimable links. which allow us to onboard users to SUI network. And that's all what SUI network is about. I've been doing some studying on it. And the goal is to onboard 1 billion users, and by means of building. That's the most important aspect. That's what the SUI network really, really supports is builders, building on the network, because all these apps, dApps, and everything else will bring the users.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm all about SUI Boost and what they're building, because that's what they're doing. They're bringing more users to SUI network. SUI, in my opinion, is the future. And I am over sold on SUI.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm right with you. Right, I'm right with you there. I was kind of from the start, I've been eyeballing SUI as a potential because it was the fastest one out there. It did its test net with Aptos at that time, right? And of course, you know, I DC8 that floor, and it's been outperforming Bitcoin for a little bit. And when it does so, it does it bigly, right? And it actually pumped before Bitcoin did last fall. So it is going to be at one point Bitcoin is going to pull up, so he's going to outperform again, and then it's going to be in price discovery together with Bitcoin, and that is going to be something that is going to bring in the most amount of people. I tell you that much, right? That happened with Solana last bull run as well, and it was the only one to do so. And you know, of course, there's a lot of shared venture capital between Solana and Sui. Yeah, yeah. For the future, we're definitely early on SUI, and that's why I'm bullish on these projects like Booster, building the tech out for the projects that they needed, right? And then having a DAO for these NFTs, so the NFT holders actually have some utility with that NFT. I mean, look, that's just anything you can get right now. My opinion, right? My opinion, not financial advice, but for me, it has been like this. Anything that I can grab my hands on Sui is worth grabbing my hands on and just sit with it, right? So never overinvest in anything, and then not feel good about it. Then, right? Never overinvest this way, so you don't need to rotate and stay liquid for opportunity, for sure. But that doesn't mean I am, grabbing things left and right when I can, and when I see them, when I spot them. And just huddle on till the magic happens there, because the volume that is coming for Sui is going to be big. There is institutional money eyeballing Sui, and so this will be in the top five. So that you can write me down on that prediction, pretty much, right? Yeah. So thank you coming for coming, and you're always welcome in my spaces, and bring your alpha. Thanks for showing up and giving Sui Booster a boost.
Very nice. Yes.
Yeah. Next up is Cholana. Cholana is here. Cholana. Cholana got bullish on Sui this morning. It's all right if you just want to stage farm. That's okay too. That's okay too. Then we're just gonna, for now, gonna turn our eyes to Monad. What do you think? Should we be launching tech? Should
Yeah.
we just do it?
Yeah. Let me. Let's see. I was gonna say I should hit the faucet real quick too. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Because I don't
I
think that
gotta
there's
unstick. I
anything
gotta
to it.
unstick some Mon. So look, you guys. Even though we're bullish on a lot of chains, right? We're bullish on Sui, bullish on Solana, bullish on etc., etc., etc. um, we are always spotting new opportunity. Right now, it's Monad. It has the same parallel scaling as Sui, though it's half as fast as Sui. It does have the advantage of that it's EVM compatible. It's kind of a rebuild of Ethereum, right? So, yeah, things there just line up a little bit more neatly when it comes to coding. So, Monad is right now in testnet, right? And you can faucet some testnet tokens and test the net. And when you do so, when you did with Aptos Sui, when you did that with CE, when you did that with other stuff that came before that, like Tenet, I was in as well, you will receive airdrops, right? You will be rewarded. Now, that's never a guarantee, and sometimes you need to actually test the net. So we have been all about it for a little bit now. So reminding everybody to go to the faucet, get your Monad testnet tokens, and if you want, hit us up in the what's the ticker TG. where we give the links out for you to test the net, what is good to do, and what could set you apart to receive these airdrops. So, to be eligible for a Monad faucet, you have to have in your wallet 0.03 Ethereum and 3 previous transactions in Ethereum. Nobody's going to touch your Ethereum, right? But it just makes it so it has a little bit, so people cannot just create new wallets and start fauceting the shizzle out of it. So, um, yeah, that makes you eligible. You get your faucet tokens every 6 hours. You can faucet some tokens. You can mint NFTs, right? It's all paper trading, so it's not really real, right? And today we are gonna launch what's the ticker meme token on Monad and make it tradable. So that's what the goal was for today. And maybe Lord knows in the future, right? Maybe we can come up with something fun all together in this space. Maybe we can brainstorm about something. So when it goes main, maybe we'll do an NFT collection on there as well, and have then the NFT holders being eligible for an airdrop for a main meme token on there or something like that. You know, sky's the limit there. So yeah, are you ready for this? I need to unstake
Yeah,
my priority.
I'm getting it done right now.
Yes, I see it on the live stream.
Yeah, so
Yes.
let me see.
So I managed to save up for this. Um, Mona testnet, yes. Connect my wallet, yes. So stake. I need to unstake. I kind of want to unstake. Withdraws. Unstake. Next. Yes, I managed to save up 15 Monad. That's a lot, you guys, because you only get a little bit out of that out of that faucet. I needed to
Whoa, that's a
trade
lot.
some. Yes.
That's crazy.
Oh, hold on. I need to disconnect, and then connect again. Also, you can just use your Phantom wallet for this, right? Or your MetaMask. All right. Let's see if I can make this withdrawal. So here's the alpha. You can only have 5 Monad tokens in your wallet, and then you won't be able to use the faucet anymore. So what you do is you are doing a testnet stake it away, so you can keep fauceting. So eventually you're gonna have some more. Oh, it's gonna be available in 9 minutes. It takes 10 minutes to unstake tick.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I'm going in half broke. I'm going in half broke. So are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do that on that mill?
Yeah, I'm almost done. Yeah.
So
All
I
right.
immediately can
Oh my gosh, I'm
ape in.
nervous. I'm nervous. All right.
No, you're gonna
Oh,
be good.
vesting. Hold on. When I do the initial purchase, vesting, you'll get what is the time frame for vesting do? I have 1 hour, 1 day, 3 days, or 1 week. I'm not sure. Oh, how long until I can sell?
Basically.
Yeah, so I'm gonna set it for maybe I
You are
don't.
gonna lock your tokens forever. I'll just ape on
Here we go.
in.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
that's what I did. I think I locked up the dev wallet of 1000X for like a year or something crazy.
Yeah.
Does it make a difference?
Well, we're on a test net, so we're not. When we say we're launching a token, we are launching a testnet token. Now it is tradable with your testnet tokens, which you got for free from Monad. That's basically what they want you to do for people to launch a token on there, test it from that side, for other people to make swaps on it, test it from that side, right? That's what needs to happen in a testnet phase. And so we're just launching a token on there. It doesn't have any consequence whatsoever. It's paper trading. And so for this time, it doesn't matter, but it is bullish is if the dev is locking the initial supply, right? That's a bullish sentiment right there.
I remember you Wild the other day talking about this testnet, so I'm all ears.
It's
Yes,
live.
I think it's bullish, right? Also, I spotted some tokens on there. I'm in a lot of groups too, and I'm hearing definitely Monad Alpha. I think Monad is going to be big. It raked in a ton of capital too. It has some big venture capital behind it as well. There's projects on there like Kinsu, like A Priori. There's some things on there that are really raked in millions already to especially build on Monad. So um, even making moves, moving across the world for it. So just, don't take my word for it. Go look them up on Twitter. They have some content. They have videos coming out talking about it all the time. We do not have a time frame of when they go live. The rumor has it it's going to be in July. Uh, you can check on Layer Hub how eligible you would be for that airdrop. So try to get in at least to the 1% of wallets to do so. And yeah, you can just go ahead and have fun, right, on that test net. It's about having fun, about testing the net. So you as a trader or maybe an NFT lover, go on there and there are free mints. There you can pay with a little bit of Monad. Most of them are just for free, and that you can have a lot of transactions this way in that wallet. And the more you do, the more you interact, the more eligible you become for airdrop, um, CQ bigger airdrop, right? So these things are always bullish. I had enormous fun doing it on SEI as well. And I think the airdrops from there were around $1,300 at the time. But the most important thing is, even if you do not get an airdrop, this is going to be a new blockchain, right? This is going to be a new layer one, and it's going to have utility tokens on there. Now, normally, when you look for the utility on a layer, you have to look for it. It's launched already. So when you are in that test net of now Monad, you are getting all this alpha early. I bet you for sure that Kinsu is going to be launched straight after Monad goes main. And so you can take front row seats in utility tokens for a layer one. I think that's great alpha, right? Where do you get to be early like that? Well, if you were on testnet, also you're front running all the people that have not been on a testnet because they need to put it in their wallet and have that um, added to their wallet, right? And they possibly don't know how to, and they got to figure stuff out, where the DEX is at, where the pools are at, right? So you already know you've been on a test net. All it does when it goes main is give you the option to set it to mainnet. So you're gonna just set it to mainnet. Ooh, there you go, right? You know where the DEXs are. You know where the pools are. So you can immediately start, you know, uh, earn some through pools or stake right away, right? There's all of that fun stuff to do. So you're just going to be, just by testing the net, you're going to have an advantage, right? And that's the advantage that you have. Even if you're not getting an airdrop, I still think it would be valuable to go and check it out. And if you don't have time to test the net, at least you checked it out, you're familiar with it, right? And go ahead and follow that Monad um, Twitter handle, right? Because yeah. So my suspicion is because they're also backed by Coinbase. I see BitCat Wallet already. It has their testnet as well. So bet you it's going to be straight away available on Coinbase and BitCat. And I thought I saw something about Kraken as well. So layer ones are immediately slammed on an exchange, right? We know this. So yeah, just get ready for all of that. Meanwhile, today we're just gonna have fun in launching what's the ticker token on that test net, right? As a test token, as a test meme, it's a lot of fun for us to do, and you can trade it, right? And have these interactions then, which makes you eligible then, more eligible for an airdrop. So yeah, go ahead. How far along are you?
Oh, it's been live for like 5 minutes.
Oh no! What?
Yes. I was front running you.
I know these things.
Seriously.
These things go fast.
Yeah, no, I have it. Dude, it's so legit. All the links for it too. I got the Twitter, the Discord, the Telegram, the website.
Yes.
This is how you do it.
So also, guys, this is kind of bullish for our space and our little brand for this space because this is free marketing for us too, right? We're launching that What's the Ticker token. Can you put that What's the Ticker in?
It's in the jumbo. Yeah. You see it?
Yes,
and I sent it to you on Telegram as well. But
you're such a chat.
yeah.
Yeah, you're such a chat. Yes.
Check it out though. Take a look at the launch or the token page and stuff. I'm really stoked on this.
Are people aping? I
Lem-
still need to wait 3 minutes for my unstaked monad.
oh,
I was gonna go in big. That God candle is gonna be from me. Let's go. I saved up for this all week.
oh, this is so cool. Staking APR is 700,000. I staked a little bit. Wow, maybe I should stake more than that. Holy hell.
Yeah, man.
700,000%. Dude.
Here we go.
I got some
I'm coming to Ape. I'm coming to Ape Tic. Gonna buy me some what's the ticker? It's gonna be a lot of fun because we're gonna put this on TikTok, Instagram, and thing. Oh my God! What a God candle! Let's go. Let's buy 5 mo net worth. Connect my wallet. Let's go ahead and do this. I accept.
How cool is that? It looks so legit. I love that. What's really a nice indicator is that I have all the links working. So having a Twitter, the Discord, the Telegram, and the website, having working links, it makes it look so much more solid, like a well-developed project.
Absolutely. This is going to be a lot of fun. Hey, I see Ryan in the space too. Sometimes, and JT. Hey, you guys come up and have a chat, right? Have a chat with you guys in a long time. I just looked into the space. Yeah, welcome everybody. If you just joined, right? This is what we're doing out here. Yeah, JT from Paw. Let's. I want to know about Paw. Still holding Paw bags, big time. Ryan, shout out to you guys. Talk to you in a while. Love to talk to you. Come on stage. I'm gonna invite you. Come on the stage. All right. Let's see what I got. Oh, what's the ticker? It's so cute. Can you Tic, can you also do a screenshot for me and then send it to me? I'm gonna make a post about it later.
Oh yes. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna ape some. I'm gonna get a little bit. Oh, people are aping. Bet you Islam. Bet you Islam. He's looking for these transactions. Here I am. That's my wallet. I just bought. Thank
oh
you,
man,
Tic.
I'm so stoked because we've been talking about this for a while, and we're like, oh, we want to do this. We want to launch on the MON testnet, and then deciding on the day, June 6th. So 6/6 is just bullish, and it's a Friday. Everything about it's just this is how you do a launch. It's so cool. Very stoked.
It is. I'm getting big bags now. I'm trying to do the transactions one moment so I can rake up some transactions here. So if you see anything that ends up in 91, that's me. It's me. Just, Here we go. I'm doing swaps. Confirm the trend. Whoa! Who just bought so much? Wow. What market cap are we at right now? Like 20K already?
$2.
What?
Well, that's what it says for me when I look at. Oh no, now it's at $4.
Yeah. I know. It's a.
Oh, you mean relatively speaking? Oh yeah, it would be 20K. You're right.
Yeah, relatively. Yeah.
So cool. We're at 20K market cap, dude.
Well, yeah. If it was real.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
That is so cool. Yeah. What's the ticker on Monad Testnet? We did it. Thank you, Tic, for all this fun. I really enjoy this. This is good fun. And of course, like I said, it's great marketing. Also, like I said, maybe for future reference, who knows, right? We've got the TG ready and everything and all the socials. So, exciting. And we might, if you guys want to do a brainstorming with me for something, then, hit me up in the DMs. I prefer DMs on TG, by the way. That's at Wilder Jackson. That's my name, at Wilder Jackson on the TG. So get in touch with me there if you want to brainstorm on something when it goes main, right? For something that goes main would be a lot of fun. What's the ticker? Yeah. Oh my God, so bullish. Still waiting for the rest of the Monad to be unstaked. Let's see how a priori is doing here. Available and
And for anyone that's listening,
mm-hmm.
this is on Token Mill. So Pandaria tokenmill.xyz is how you get to the token platform to trade Monad testnet tokens. Just to clarify, I kind of was joking, making it seem like it was like an actual token launch, but this is on the Monad testnet, meaning there's no real money involved. It's all paper trading, which makes it fun. That's why I was kind of like shamelessly like promoting it, because it's not like we're actually launching like a Solana meme coin. That's kind of the joke of it.
No. Yeah, that's the gist of it, right? Kind of like a marketing thing. I love it. This is so much fun seeing guys. If you want to do a testnet launch, go ahead, right? Go to that faucet. Go ahead. It's a lot of fun to do. I deployed 2 contracts yesterday, not to a token mill like because this is a launch platform, right? Pandoria. Now you can also do a custom CA launch there. I did 2 customs of my own yesterday through different platforms, right? With some dev tools on there that I was trying to test net, trying to get a leg up for these airdrops and stuff. So that's available too. But go ahead and have fun with that, right? You can launch your own token. It doesn't have any consequence on the testnet. You're supposed to do this. They encourage you to do this, right? So I think it's a lot of fun. It can be a fun experience for everybody. And of course, there's some paper trading going on. All right, I'm hooked up on my Monad. I'm buying more out of what's the ticker token. What do you mean insufficient balance? It's pending again. It's pending again. I'm always so Monad broke.
Yes, tell me about it. All that degenning.
Yeah. Available in less than a minute. That's when you stake that, right? Kind of want it right now. But you kind of have to, if you go over 5 Monad, you cannot use the faucet anymore. So that's why you stake it away a little bit like that. So I managed to save like 13.6 Monad, right?
Damn.
Yeah.
You're balling.
Because I actually sold 1 NFT for 5 Monad, right? So you can trade these NFTs you can just legit paper trade. All you get back is testnet tokens, but then you have more testnet tokens to do more stuff, right? So yeah, it's still pending. It's bearish. All right, you just talk a little bit, Tic, so I can get a little bit of coffee. If you guys want to join on stage, with me, it's going to be a lot of fun, and maybe we can even do some brainstorming right now, or talk about something else, whatever you want, right? Let's go.
Yeah.
I need some caffeine. That's for sure.
Yeah, let me touch on I want to touch on Gem again, generate endless money. Let's see. Ooh, a lot of the Gem guys are, let's see. I don't know if any of the Gem guys can come up on stage. Either Shooty or BK, if you guys. It looks like Sako and the other guys aren't here. But I did want to touch on that again. Let me see if... Okay. Cool. So for generate endless money, let's check it out. So this is a Solana meme coin to kind of shift gears a little bit. And they have a NFT collection that... Let me see. Why can't I find it right now? Generate... what is it? Gem on Soul, isn't it? Oh, shit. That's not right. Just give me a second. I don't know. Oh, Gemstone Reward. That's right. How could I forget that? Okay. So Gemstone Reward. Generate Endless Money is a Solana meme token. That is basically a rewards token where there's a 5% fee on transactions, and it gets redistributed to the holders. Currently, the chart was pumping yesterday. We had like a nice little pump. The thing about this token is that it has a strong community of holders with conviction. Not only that, there is an NFT collection of the Gemtards and the Gemstoners, which very bullish NFT collection. And the thing about that is that with the Gemtards collection, they are doing a giveaway right now for 20 Solana for anyone that that mints the Gemtards NFT will be eligible for this giveaway. So I just wanted
Absolutely. I minted 2 of those
to.
yesterday in the space. I'm ready to win that 20 Solana. Let's go.
Yeah.
But you minted a really bullish one.
Oh yeah, I was stoked. And especially, you know what's funny too? Check this out. Just the way that the world works. We're always talking about the synchronicity of things. And my cat, she had a litter of 3 kittens yesterday. Oh, and it was Thousand X's birthday too, huh? So my cat, her name's Momo. So I have Danish and Momo, my 2 cats, and so Danish got Momo pregnant. So she gave yes. Yeah, oh my gosh. And anyway, I don't want to sidetrack the show with the story about the kittens, but I'm just so excited. I mean, I need to find homes for them now, which, I mean, with the help of the internet and knowing people in real life, I don't think it's going to be very difficult, but it's going to be so fun the next like few days, taking care of these little kittens. I love, sorry to get carried away on that, but exciting stuff.
Absolutely. Well, good luck with that because
Yes.
Yeah. I love kittens, but they can be handful, especially after more.
Yeah, but in the early days, because they're so little, they haven't even opened up their eyes yet, so they're just going to be nursing
They're
and
chill. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're still chill. Hey, I see. I put BK on stage here. I bet you he's because I
Nice.
see a little gemstone next to his name. So I bet
Yes.
you that he is from the gem community, right? Which we already did a shout out. Night that they were in our spaces a little bit before. I see a gem tart right sitting down there, right? Also, people from the boiler room are involved. That's how I got the alpha from Risk. So, yeah. Welcome on stage. How are you?
Good. Hey guys, thanks for bringing me up. No way in shape or form am I a shiller on the gym aspect, but I am a normal speaker and have been affiliated with the team since the beginning. I just wanted to come up and thank you guys for all the love and support because it's just been such a wonderful week and even the last couple weeks just for us. Going through yet again our second pump up. Most of us have been with the token since day one, so it's been just to go through the motions with a lot of these guys from start to now. It's great to see you guys onboarding and kind of just showing us all the love. And then like you guys said, Risk with the boiler room, and then we've got plenty of other people that are coming up talking with us in our spaces as well. We've got the Chatette crew that has been with us. Monkey has been a big supporter of us as well since for a couple months now too. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys. And yeah, it's a great, wonderful community, growing every day. We've got a great set of dolphins and whales that are going to continually keep supporting this and see this through to whatever ends up happening, right? So
Yeah.
Well, you're more
Go
than
ahead.
welcome. I believe in this concept, right? We can all win. We do not need to be P2Ping the whole thing, right? Bad vibes there. And it doesn't, nobody feels good about that stuff, right? And in the end, it's not getting anywhere. It halts and stunts projects. So, we are at a time in crypto that I realize that we are going to get a lot of volume coming for us. and we shall all be blessed, right? And I just believe that something that's community driven more so than just being called has longevity now, and pumps coming for them. It just might take longer, and people need to understand that, right? These cooks will not happen overnight. And sometimes the pumps will go, and you get a good week, and then there will be a floor found again, and then you have to bust through that again, and you got to do that all together, right? Relentlessly and persist, and that what makes a token really survive, right? Because there's going to be a lot of tech that isn't really tech. We're going to see that a lot too, right? And people getting fooled by that. So a lot of people think burning is bullish. A lot of people think yes, immediate exchange listings are bullish, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it's really no, it's really like to pump it quickly and then be out, right? So whenever there's community and I can lend a hand, of course, right? And that's why I love the Dojo Dogs as well. This was a free mint, and the floor is now, after a little bit over a year, 3K, $3,000 floor. That is not done overnight. That is done by people laying the groundwork and sticking with it, right? And so it is all possible. It's just that you have to persist, right? And you got to find the right community to do that.
Yeah, and I definitely agree. I think with Wubsy and all the guys affiliated, Layla, they just we all have such good ideas and artistic views that will take us into what we want, right? We don't have that like mentality of like, oh, let's start burning tokens and inflating the token up, So also too, they wanted to Layla was able to post in the comments, but yeah, he was saying that he's at work and stuff, so he apologizes he's not able to come up. So I just wanted to come up and thank you guys a lot, Tic especially, and yourself, Wild, for just being so wonderful and being interactive with us, guys. And we're going to continue coming on here and talking with you guys as well. So
no doubt.
Awesome. Well, more than welcome to. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing about it is for me is that like it's if I hear another like contract address for another Solana coin, it's like I'm like, dude, like get out of here with that. Like it's like I don't even want to hear about it. But anything that Risk or Monkey are looking at, I'm definitely going to see like what's going on with it. And this project, it's like looking at it and kind of like understanding what's going on here, because Risk and Monkey are both big advocates of telling people that the trenches are a place that you're going to get wrecked. And Wilder's big on that too, that the Solana trenches are not for the meek. And with this project, though, there is things about it that kind of like it makes it a little bit different than most of the projects on Solana. This one I feel like qualifies as one of the 0.0001% of projects that actually are going to make it on Solana. So
yes, because there's utility in the contract, and I love when there's utility in the contract. I'm all about it because I also develop, right? I'm also a coder, so that's why I love that. I love when utility is inherent in the contract. That is a good thing. That can nothing needs to be bought, right? Extra. It is in the contract. The contract itself is handing out these reward tokens. Did very well last bull run as well. When Solana was just coming around the corner, it was really all about B&B chain where all the degening was happening, right? So a lot of reward tokens there. Actually, there were a lot of reward tokens that were hooked up to Shiba, right? That got rewarded in Shiba because everybody was like Shiba when Shiba Inu was launched. So so
it has so many bullish narratives to the thing. So the rewards thing was a bullish narrative with infinite money glitch as well, and then just the gem narrative as well. That just in itself carries some weight to it. And then not to mention the NFT collections. So, and then not to mention the NFTs are actually pretty sick. And so the pixel art narrative is a very, bullish narrative right now. And then to top it off with, you have things like licensed characters like Pikachu and like Homer Simpson and Winnie the Pooh and stuff, which, that's hilarious. And so it checks so many boxes across the board. And then to top that off, you have, the liquidity, because you have whales with conviction holding up the chart. So, when you're talking about
Absolutely, that's what you need. That's what you need for a project to be pushed like that. And you need some smart money in the whales, right? So they know how to sell without damaging the chart,
Right.
which
Price impact.
single-sided liquidity.
Yeah.
So make the whales get, it's a win-win situation this way, but a lot of people don't know. So it's very hard on Solana, and that's why I love having Solana tokens on here too, and love talking to the communities like Chidette. I want to really give a shout out to Chidette too, even though they're not in the space. I actually bought a bag too. So pump my bag.
Nice.
But it's really hard for communities on Solana, especially, right? So on SUI, they have a different challenge because everything is there early. So, the tech's going to be built. They got to work together more. They are more likely to work together because of all that's right. Trying to figure it out together. On Solana, it's so P2P that to build community on there is going to be so hard because the sentiment there is kind of, we flip our bag and then we leave, right? Who cares about the project? Who cares, right? So, to have people then start caring, usually that's either very bullish ticker, community sentiment, right? And just sometimes they just need a hand because I understand that everything in crypto costs a lot of money. So here you can just come and chill for free. That's basically it. Yeah. So with that chill and talking about communities, I am going to talk about Dojo Dog. So if you can put it on the Dojo Dog website.
Gotcha. Ooh, which very bullish. The new join the community page is very awesome.
Shall I do the initial chill and then you can do the starter dog alpha that has recently been released? Yeah.
Awesome.
So you guys must have seen these dogs on your timeline. You cannot convince me you haven't seen one. At least one, if not 50 to 100, right? So you must have seen them on the timeline posting, responding, engaging, because that's what they do, right? They're trained dogs, good pooches. Free mint on Doge chain a little over a year ago, and now holding a floor is approximately like 3K. Now, of course, sometimes it's hard for NFTs to start growing and actually becoming that tier one, which Dojo Dogs will be. Mark my words, write that down. Part of that is because they have a mechanism of starter dogs. Yes, you can get a starter dog for free on the Dojo Dog website and join the community, get all the alpha, how to get monetized on X, for example, how to engage on X and all that jazz, right? But there's more. There's lots of spaces 24/7 going around on learning how to trade, be a better trader, right? Just be better in life, go to the gym, right? That kind of stuff. So there's a ton of alpha for joining the community. And of course, it's very bullish that there is these starter dogs because sometimes hard to grow because people don't have 3K laying around possibly, right? Could be most people. And so you can join with a starter dog and be a part of the community. Anyways, there's much love for the starter dogs. Also from my end, I'm rocking a starter dog too. Tickets as well, right? And you'll be welcomed either way. And so it is important for NFT collections to grow, and this is going to help it grow even more, right? And they're engaging, they're raging maniacs on the timeline, to tell you that much. So go ahead and you can give the alpha on the starter dogs. You can look at the doggy market if you're like, I'm ready to double down and buy one because that floor is ever rising and being, the broom is going through there every once so often. So just, don't hold off if you're willing to make the trade there. But if you don't have it, you want to save up for it, or you still want to join the community, then you can start with a started dog. And there's some alpha on that Tic is going to explain to you. Let's go.
Yeah, what's really cool, I just found out yesterday that if you go on the dojonaldogs.com website and you go to join the community, they have a new collection of starter dogs, which you can customize. There's a color picker. so you can set the accessory to be whatever color you'd like. So if you want to do a dog with a green bow, you just go ahead and click on green, and then it'll change, it'll update the image on the screen, and then you can go ahead and save that image locally. And all of the dimensions, the sizing, the resolution are all set to be optimized for Twitter, so that when you apply the profile picture as your default avatar, when you are in spaces and on the timeline, the your avatar shows up correctly, so that it displays how it's supposed to. Because of the, since it's pixel art and everything, it's kind of necessary for it to fit a certain criteria when displaying. But yeah, so that's all you have to do, is just save it locally and put that up there, and they will come. All of a sudden, your DMs or your follow request will start just magically going up by 10% every day. So it is a great way to network. It's a community that is focused on building, growing, onboarding people into crypto. People that are, maybe they just get curious about, what's this profile picture, and they see everyone with a different variation of it, and they get curious. And it might be someone that has, they've never purchased any crypto before, but they want to, this is seems like something they might want to get into. So that's something that this has an effect on that people, because I've heard of multiple cases of that actually happening. People that were otherwise not into crypto at all, actually, this was a catalyst for them to actually get involved in the blockchain. And now they're they're some of the most active users in the space, which is astonishing. And so that's a great thing. And then not only that is, there's boots on the ground. These guys are actually meeting up in real life, doing events. And there is an event coming up, Dojo Dogs New York, NYC 2025. So that's in 18 days. And they sell tickets online. There's a whole 2 days left of the RSVP, and there's a whole dinner, a party, a nightclub hangout. It's a whole event that they're doing. That's going to be a 3-day event that's happening. So, I mean, what I'm saying here is that you don't see that with every community. And the ones that do succeed, these are the types of things that they do. They're actually getting involved in real life, and like I said, making an appearance and having people ask questions, and that's how these things grow. So very bullish on Dojo Dogs, and yeah, thank you for sharing that with me, Wilder. Very cool stuff. And let's see, yeah, what else should we touch on next?
I saw that you changed your beanie.
Oh, yes.
Color.
Yeah.
I kind of expected you to go with the white cowboy hat and be
I know. I honestly, I have it downloaded. I thought the white cowboy hat was so bullish, yeah, but
I kind of like that better, Tic. You might have to do that.
Yeah, I mean, shoot.
Look, I can make you a sick animation or a sick character with that.
Yes.
With that.
Okay, I think you just called it. Because I was on the fence with it, and I
flipper.
Yeah.
Just a white cowboy hat, some white cowboy boots.
I'm gonna initiate that swap right now, I'm trading crypto, because I actually have that one downloaded, the white wizard's hat, and I wasn't sure which way I wanted to roll. But I'm gonna do, yeah, I think that the cowboy is the way. Very bullish on this one, so I'm gonna update that, and then now I'm gonna have to change my privacy settings. So if anyone sees me without my blue check mark, don't be discouraged. That is probably actually me still. I don't think I'm important enough for anyone to impersonate me yet.
Now you'll be back in. I'll go and interact with you and boost you. Not a problem. Hey, I see something. Another all-time high, 4,000x. Here we go.
Let's do it.
50K? Yeah, we're just 50K market cap, you guys. I called it. I shielded to you at 7K. Did you listen?
WTT is still sitting at 20K market cap. You guys get out there, repost, share, like, and
Oh yeah,
ape your monad.
what's the ticker? Get your monad. Oh yes, let me make some more. Let me buy some more of that. I just keep swapping, because I know Lamb is on 0.55% of the wallets that are going to be eligible. I was a little bit higher still, but I was on 0.6 this morning, so I'm just gonna do small
Dude,
swappies.
This 1000x chart is out of control. What?
It's out of control.
Oh
That
my.
SUI booster is doing it.
Dude.
Cholana, my guy, Cholana. You're having a fat bag, man.
This is. This is. Yo.
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yes, when the universe talks to you, you gotta listen.
Oh man. Yeah, we talk about how we have the alpha here all the time, but God, man, I just think I'm like, dude, there's so many things that we just line up so many plays. It's insane. I don't want to jinx us, but
I don't wanna do bragging, but I don't shield tokens much. But when I do, I see potential, and sometimes it's just a hunch. And this is all based on a hunch. I saw that ticker. I was like, I'm talking about 1000x. So when somebody says good night, and I'm wishing them good night on X, I'm like sweet 1000x dreams, right? I'm always.
I see you. 1000x are gay, yeah.
Yeah, 1000x are gay. That's like my saying, right? 1000x are gay. We're just gonna. Sometimes I buy bags, and I'm actually thinking, 1000x or I'm gay. You know, let's go. 1000x a bus. Let's go. So I saw the sticker. I was just let's go into the TG now. I usually don't do that, especially not with my Wilder TG, because I know that sometimes people follow you into TGs, and I don't want to go into then shit. I'm just gonna check it out myself, and then to be like, hey, come into space, talk to us, and then it's really actually a guy, right, a good guy, and a degen who's just sick and tired of getting rucks, and I'm like, yeah, I feel you. I just want 1000x too. Yeah. Yeah. So nano cap, right? Then what do? All right, you're gonna take your opportunity.
Be early.
And yeah, settle down for the ride. What else can you do? So for me, it now needs 900. That's how I'm gonna do it. 994 more X's for Wild here, and then we're there. It's totally doable. Totally doable. Yeah, 50K has been over 50K. Of course, that booster is going to help out lots and lots and lots on there. I got to refresh the page to buy more What's the Ticker token, because we still got to do that too. And that's going to be so much fun too, guys, because, we don't know when it goes main. Who sold? Who's this wallet?
No, it wasn't me.
No, it's somebody who tested it, and then sold it, right? So that's okay. I'm going to buy your blood.
Yeah, I'm like freaking Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not fucking selling.
I'm not fucking selling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, yeah,
we're
that's
gonna be
where we're at. But it's gonna be so bullish because maybe we're gonna set things up, guys. Maybe we want to do something serious on there when things go main, right? And maybe just be the first community token on there.
Dude, we got rugged so hard. What's the ticker? What?
Yes, I know.
What happened here?
Did that? No, it looks like somebody rugged it so hard, but they only sold like 99,000 was the ticker.
I need to get my monad up. Dude, I wonder if I can sell some NFTs. Start pawning my NFTs.
You want me to toss? Okay, look, I'm gonna toss 5 monad in there. Look, watch this. Watch this happen. Confirm.
I want it to graduate.
So I got 3.5. I got 5 billion monad. Oh no, what do I got? I got trillions.
What?
Of this. See how the chart now looks? I pumped this back up.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's what I did. Look, see it?
It's not
Oops.
showing up for me because I'm on 5-minute candles.
Oh, no.
So,
Yeah.
but it won't let
Sure.
me. I can't change the view. That's
No, you
the.
can't change. Yeah. It's 5 minutes.
But if I go to stake, I wonder if I can unstake staked balance, claim rewards.
Maybe you can. Maybe can you stake your WTT
Yes,
tokens?
yes, and it's like it's like 200,000
Can we do that?
APR. It's like 100. Oh no, it's
Where is it?
91,000.
Oh yeah, I see it stake. Oh man, I have so much. This is so bullish.
So now if I did I just unstake it then?
Yes, it's a ton of APR. Oh my god, stake this. I got trillions approved. Yes, I'm staking this.
Yes, staking
I'm
APR
staking-
93,000. So
Yes,
I'm
let's
like,
get it. Yeah, stake that. View on Monad Explorer. I did stake it. How can I? Is this taking a little while?
yeah, I was confused too about the unstaking when I tried to unstake mine. Let me see, portfolio, referrals, activity, claimed staking rewards.
Pending rewards. All right, so I staked a ton of WTT, and let me go back and we have the top 10 holders are holding 15%. That's us. That's us and Lamb. I bet your Lamb is in there too. Okay. It's a lot of fun. You can refer others.
Yeah, I was seeing, but I don't
Create
understand.
a referral code and invite your friends. You earn 10% of the fees. Each token market has fees determined by the creator. So you can set up the referrals for this too.
Oh, so I could make WTT unable to update. Oh, so what do I make it? WTTX create code. Oh, cool. So WTTX is my code. So and then share, but then I wonder how it doesn't create a URL to share though, does it? It's just what is it? Just a code? Let me see what it gave me. Oh no, it gives you a whole. Yeah, no, it gives you a referral link. Yes. Oh, bullish. Very bullish.
Bullish. Let's go.
Oh man, that's so cool.
That's what I saw. I was like, hey, you can invite people to do this.
Yes.
You can invite people, but get some Monad.
Stake your what's the ticker tokens for 90K percent APR.
90K percent. Only on Monad testnet, you guys. Only a Monad testnet. I'm gonna do small buys, and I will continue to do a shit ton of small buys on the chart. So these micro buys are bullish. It's bullish for my swaps, and it's bullish for and I had saved up so many Monad, right?
The APR dropped to 800%. I wonder why.
Yes, because I staked too.
Oh.
And I staked a ton of supply. So, yeah.
Cool.
That's just how it is.
Well, I wonder, we're getting testing points then, probably for doing all of this. Man, this is so good. This is so good.
Yes. Tomorrow I will launch a wild token on there with my Doginal dog PFP. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I know what we're gonna do.
What's up?
If you're listening, tomorrow in the Crypto Moonlight, we're just gonna launch each our own token with our own PFP. It's bullish. I think it's bullish. Yes, that's a great idea. But first, I'm gonna buy a ton of this. Probably gonna have to make like 50 transactions here or something. And then stake all that again. That's another transaction. So the more you test, the more. Oh, I found a bullish game. So you can actually go to Loot Go. So LOOT Go .app. Turn your daily life into a treasure hunt. Loot Go is a free walk to earn mobile app, turning your daily life into a treasure hunt for a 100x meme token. Well, 1000x a gay, but you can get it, and it also has Monad on it as rewards.
Whoa.
So yeah, I'm gonna get it on the phone, on my other phone, right? So bullish on that.
Yeah.
It
I'm
is it
I'm
is
signing up for the
connected to
wait
a lot.
list right now.
Yes, early access right there.
Yeah. 400,000
So
people on the wait list.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I just signed up. Very cool. Yeah, I like stuff like
Yeah,
that.
so
I'm actually I have something like that for my car called Demo, that is a GPS tracker that's plugged into my car that actually pays me every Sunday. I get rewarded in Demo crypto, so it's a crypto miner for your car.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. I also have the Sweat app, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which rewards you for your steps, your step count.
Right. Sweatcoin, right?
Yeah, Sweat.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have that as well. Yeah.
Sweat, baby, Sweat. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
love
not
stuff like
it's not
that.
that great, but
I
it's
know, right?
it's 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 a little incentive, right? For I'm competitive. I'm a competitive person.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not going over dead bodies. That's not that competitive. But I do when I'm very triggered. If I get rewarded for something, if I made like 5,000 steps and I get a little bit of a reward, even if it's just 50 cents or something,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, hell yeah, I gotta do 10,000 now, right? It's just triggering. It's not even about the money. It's just that little reward. My brain is so trained to find a little reward in anything, and so that's how I got to have a golden medal in
Yeah.
deadlifting, right? So that doesn't come naturally. You got to gear your brain, train your brain to win,
How
right?
many how many sweat coins do you have? Because I'm looking at mine right now and I don't know if it's a lot. It doesn't seem like a lot. I have
How much you
I
got?
have 12.6 million steps converted, which is
Wow.
11
Yes.
11 11.4 thousand sweat coins. So I have, let me see, my sweat coins, it's like somewhere around 12,000. Or no, I'm sorry, 9.8 thousand is all I have. So I have less than 10,000
All
sweat
right. Let me check.
coins. So
Let me
I've
check
had it for
mine. I'm
years. I
gonna
just let the
open
thing,
mine.
I never open the app, but I guess it like runs in the background. So as far as I know. And so I just leave it
Yeah, it
there.
runs, but you gotta claim it every now and then, right? Or else you
Mm,
lose them. Yeah, you gotta
yeah.
claim them. So I have 7,000.
Oh, cool. So I am doing all right then, I
Yeah,
guess.
you are doing all right. I started a little bit later with it too. But yeah, I do have a ton of steps.
Yeah.
And it's
Do
kind of
you?
like you say, it's like in the background. And sometimes I realize, oh yeah, I'm going for a big walk or something, and I just put on the booster for two x,
Oh,
so
okay.
you get twice the sweat for the steps that you're doing in 20
Yeah.
minutes.
Uh-huh.
So if I know I'm gonna be intermittent sprinting on a treadmill or something, I'm like, yeah, let's strap that phone on me. I did turn on the booster, but most days I just forget. Uh, most days I'm walking more than 10K steps anyways, right? I know this, um, just from doing the daily doings. And so, yeah, it just runs in the background. Every now and then you got to remind yourself to claim them though.
Mm,
Like I
yeah.
see there's now 98 waiting for me to claim. I'm kind of like, all right, I'm going to claim. Sometimes to go. It's good to look in that app and then claim your tokens. But there's a lot of these things that hand out little rewards. And for me, it's not about the crypto even though that sweat token is deflationary.
Mm.
So, you know, hey, if it's $1 one day, we're good.
Yes, right.
But yeah, yeah.
That thousand
It's
X
just
is
a lot of fun, and these things can help you stay healthy and have a little bit of fun with it, right?
mhm.
I was actually a year and a half ago was thinking of doing something like that with a gym app because I was for my own gym. We were revising the app and making it up to date with training schedules being filled in. and aligned with the whole diet structured thing and the pictures and everything, in one. So when I was building that, I was thinking to myself, how can I tokenize this and reward people with a token? But it's just so hard to do because people will start you have a good idea that can really help people forward, right, in their life, be healthier, look better, feel better in their brain. But the thing is that it's very hard to gate it from any mischief, right? And there are going to be, of course, these freaking bottom feeders again, um, abusing these things, right? Strapping it to your bicycle, right? And then and of course, that's just a human nature for you.
Hmm.
I guess for a percentage that always happens, but it's very hard then to reward the people who are actually doing it, right? Because you cannot demand from people like, hey, take a whole video of your workout and then you'll get some tokens,
Hmm.
and then for you need to go through thousands of those. It's undoable, right? So you got to have a system set up, and then people are gonna try and play the system. So but yeah, it's still in my mind to do something like that, to something that's helpful and something that people can get them some reward for, because I know that being rewarded, it's the same like in the gym when people come from transformations, right? So usually we have a 3 month thing going on. If it needs a little more, it's half a year. But usually after 6 weeks, there is noticeable change in how you look and even how you feel. And as soon as that happens, people are off to the races, right?
Hmm.
After they got a little bit of that reward, they looked in the mirror, they looked better, they felt they looked better, they got out of bed in the morning and felt lighter, they felt less stressful, right? All of that stuff. So these noticeable things that they get rewarded with, in reality, when reality starts to reflect what you're doing, that's when things take off. And so um, to get incentivized with some crypto, then let's say, that really works, that really helps. It's the same for traders, right? If you made a good trade, you just got rewarded for all the TA that you did. So now you want to do more TA. That's just how kind of neurologically we are predisposed to do things, right?
Hmm.
So to have a reward connected to that. But yeah, there's always people who are playing the system, and so it's very hard. There's always going to be a percentage of that, but with these things, it's extremely hard to reward people, the people who are legit, right? So but yeah, turn your life into a treasure hunt. You can have on the whitelist for that. There's also a game that I found, which I thought was just fun. It's called Monad Mahjong, right? So Monad dot Mahjong, that game, right? 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I say that right. But, dot I. I'm gonna send you the link, and I'm gonna send the link in what's the ticket Telegram.
Okay, I got a link for you too. It's this. You're gonna want to get one of these probably, but they cost 5 monad.
All right. I have 5 Monad.
I don't know which
Oh,
one. Which one is? Let me see. I'm trying to think of which one is the best. Something there. Some of them are kind of similar though. I don't know.
mm, mm,
But there's rarity too.
mhm.
So the one with the visor. The visor one is sick.
I'm gonna have to look at that. So if you can pull up that game
Mm-hmm.
on, hey, I see OG Peanut in the house. Shout out to OG Peanut. Also grinding, right? Grinding. We need to make a song about grinding.
Mm.
It's next on the list. Right, next on is grinding. Um, yeah. So you can
I
pull
got
up that
uh-huh.
game.
I got Mahong on here, yeah. John Shi Club for Mod lovers.
Yes, mahjong lovers. So what you can do is use Monad, so you can play this game, and then when you don't have any things anymore, you can give it 1 Monad, and it will start you over. But again, this is for your interactions, right? So this is a different a different app that you can use for an interaction, and it will gain you will gain some more traction with your wallet if you're using a diverse set of apps, right, on that testnet. So this is just another thing that might be fun. Of course, that Loot Go, that is going to be Monad incorporated as well. Let me see these pixelated stuff. Oh my God, what is this? Bullish. I should, 10 Monad. Of course. Look, that's how I roll with NFTs. Always the one that I want is the one that is the most expensive. Or it's not even listed. But I see that some here are the same. Is that correct? Is that what I'm looking at, Tic?
That say it one more time. I'm sorry. That's audio from the Mahjong game was drowning everything out.
You were playing already. You were like, ah.
Yeah, that was the Pixel Queens. One more time. What did you say?
Yeah, these Pixel Queens. I think they're bullish.
Yeah.
Just one thing that they're all the same.
That's the thing. Yeah, I just saw it when I was looking through the Monad terminal real quick. It was like new.
Buy one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna buy one who thinks it looks like me. I have insufficient funds. Now I gotta wait again. All right, well, I just bought too much of what's the ticker, and I am not selling. I'm diamond handing this. So.
Yeah, I was popping in.
Playing Mahjong.
Yeah, I like to pop onto the what is it called? To the Magic Eden Mint terminal occasionally, just to see if because there's always new stuff on there. So I like to see.
Yeah.
If there's anything I want to grab. Ooh, Coffee Monad.
Coffee Monad. What is this bullishness?
It's the art on it's kind of janky. Yeah. It's not the greatest art. Here, I'll send it over so you can see. But
hinky art, we don't like hinky art.
Yeah. It looks like a not even that great of an AI generation.
So next up is going to be what's the ticker NFT on the testnet.
Ooh, yes.
Yes.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
And maybe, just maybe, if you hold that NFT then later, because I bet you we can snapshot that, right? So also, because it's EVM compatible, these things are available. We don't need to build them, right? So we can use some things that can do that, and then have people who minted those NFTs. You need to hodl those then, because that will make you eligible for a whitelist for something else, possibly, right? Possibly. A meme on Monad mainnet, right? Possibly, maybe invite to Whale Group for something like that. So, yeah, brainstorm, right? I'm just having my brain talk out loud, so we can actually do something with the NFTs.
Yeah, animated NFTs would be very bullish. I love the animated NFTs. Those always go so hard.
Yeah. Can we launch those? Yeah, it should be possible.
Yeah, Magic Eden. I've seen some animated NFTs on the Monad testnet on Monad. Or I just repeated myself, but yeah, the Magic Eden Monad testnet. I've seen animated NFTs on there. So if I go to even Scratchable Monad, the one with the chick with the afro, that's their banner's animated. This one, this Iron Whitelist pass, this little Chogsters, the ones that are like the cards that are like the passes, the NFT passes, a lot of those are animated.
Dynamic,
yeah.
Maybe we should think something like a pass, because it's going to give you a pass or something.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about milk. I want to have to take a milk. Milk, Monad milk. Yes. What do we think? Hearts, bullish or not for a ticker? Milk, Monad milk. Purple milk, because purple is going to be the color of Monad. I think it's doable.
I'm looking at an animated one right now. So Illuminati, these are a quarter Monad, so it's
I know, but I was looking at these Illuminati ones, but they're all going to cost me freaking.
No, this one's 0.25 Monad.
Oh.
Here, I just This one right here. So, and if you click on it and look at the preview, it has like a glitch core overlay effect on the video. Like it looks like it's like an old school VCR film.
Oh, well, what's how many in the collection?
At point two.
They pop them off, so many.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, and they're all the same. So I'm not sure. And they have a bunch that are unlisted.
Yeah.
189 owners. What I'd like to know is if there was like a web. It's bearish how there's no like website or anything that's visible like on the details for it. I wish.
I want it.
Oh, here's the X Twitter. Here we go. So. Oh no, that's a share button. I just clicked. I thought that was their page. Yeah.
My trade. I'm gonna list some of my NFTs that I have on MON. I want to list something. Top watch list. By my rewards. I got these Miladies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of want to list those. I've had the Bored Ape too. MON Bored Ape. We kind of listed those of 50 MON. So, trying to be bullish. So I'm gonna possibly do that, and then play some mahjong. But hey, we're coming up. It's almost wild bedtime. Well, at least when I just hop off any screen, and sometimes I don't know. Do you have that take, or is it just me? When I look a lot at screens and stuff, and I'm trading a lot, my eyes start to get watery.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's very it's very I don't know how to put it, but it's very like exhausting, like in like a physical way. Like it's like you physically get drained.
Glasses for it, right, and stuff, but it's definitely starting to and I'm the type of person when I just look into stuff and around this time, right, and I start to deep dive, I'm staying up to 1 a.m. But my alarm is going at 4:30 for my workout, so that's never a good idea because then I end up scooping three scoops of pre-workout.
Yeah. What I did I got myself a curved monitor. So I have like a ultra high definition 34-inch curved monitor because I heard that it's easier on the eyes, but like I love the thing. It's so sick. I love my monitor.
I should have went for that one. See, I faded at alpha. I got a bigger one, but it's a flat one. And so it is a little bit more bullish because that one Bitcoin's always on there to chart. So it's kind of like that's where we are. I have Bitcoin. I wake up and I can look at Bitcoin, right?
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you guys!
It's like a clock on the wall.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's how it is here in Amsterdam. A lot of people have Bitcoin. And today I was actually needing to go to the hospital to get an IV treatment, and so on the way back, and I wasn't feeling too bullish because you kind of get like a little bit of a hangover and feeling. So I went with a subway because it actually is faster than driving. So, but I went into the subway and there was a big commercial, like digital board, and it was like, yeah, you can now just bank here and get some Bitcoin and a big Bitcoin sign, right? But nobody is like, oh my God, they're advertising Bitcoin. That's kind of like on the regular here. I kind of needed to catch this up, or else I would have taken a picture of it. So Bitcoin here is a thing. A lot of people know about Bitcoin. A lot of people own Bitcoin, especially smaller retail businesses. They're doing a lot in crypto as well. So it doesn't surprise me that there's a lot of Dutch people in the space too. I regularly meet them too, especially because the Bitcoin conference Amsterdam is basically my backyard, right? And I go there too. So yeah. But yeah, I always wonder when I see these things, like how many people in the world are seeing this much advertisement on Bitcoin in their city, right?
Yeah.
In their city.
In LA, you see more of that.
Oh
Like
yeah.
where I live in California, when I go up to Los Angeles, like you definitely see it everywhere. But I'm in a suburb a little south of LA called Orange County, and here not so much of that. You never see a Bitcoin advertisement. Everyone doesn't. It's like not a thing really.
Not a
It's
thing.
very
So that
niche.
we're still so early.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just-
that's why I'm always saying like on X or in Spaces, talking about how early we are because I know so many people
yeah.
in my day-to-day life that if they wanted to buy some crypto, they wouldn't even really know where to start. They would have to say they need to ask how to get onboarded, and like the best option for a lot of people still is Coinbase, in my
Yeah.
opinion, which is still kind of like
Well,
it's not the nicest interface for people
okay,
that are new.
so here they don't do it through exchanges anymore. So this advertisement was actually from a pretty big bank called Bank here, right? And it's now, adding AI, but also you can now just buy Bitcoin through your bank.
Holy shit, that's so cool.
Yeah. So that's what was the commercial was for, right? Hey, now available. You don't have to. So the banks are now on ramping, onboarding people.
Yeah, I was at the ATM the other day depositing some fiat, and as I was standing next to the ATM, I realized that like the camera for the ATM is like right there where your face is, and I was thinking like how difficult would it be to have like biometric reading that either does like a retina scan or like something that could like a bio scan that confirms that it's you and that cannot be faked, and instead of having fiat just like a digital currency that's tied to your biology essentially, I was like thinking
Hey,
like the infrastructure for that.
NFT. No, NFT.
Oh, make an NFT of
Non,
that art.
yes, a non-fungible token.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of like a ATM that's doing a body
Yeah.
scan or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, that's where NFTs have use cases too, right?
Yeah, coming up with ideas or
Oh, yeah, I
displaying
see more
ideas.
and more, and I was kind of brainstorming with people with in a think tank for crypto that I'm a part of, where we were trying to figure out how to do real estate through NFTs, how to bring these two together, because
Yeah.
real estate is a big ass market, and crypto has not entered there,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that is a big cake right there, right? So it will happen, and there's already projects like
Like
trying to do
tokenizing
it.
real estate,
Yeah, well,
like
into an
tying an
NFT.
NFT. Yeah, so that
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
for
yeah.
like ownership and stuff. Instead of notarization,
Yes,
you'd have an NFT
yes,
that's proof of ownership.
yes. But also, what is even more possible with that is that if you hello, this is your last night here. Do you need to ruin it for yourselves and for me? They're looking at me like, but they're quiet. Anyway, yeah. So let's say that the house has its own NFT, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you are a holder of it, and then when you sell the NFT, you sell the house. But what also can be logged in there in the coding is anytime that you have something done on the house, repairs,
Oh yeah.
renovations, you can scan those in the NFT, and so it will be like a passport for the whole house.
Mm.
So that is possible even,
Yeah.
right? So there's it's unimaginable bullish in this way. Now, legally, that does have some percussions, but I'm sure I saw some projects already trying to dabble into that, and just wait for that to happen. I mean, that's a market, that's a capital there that we still need to tap into with crypto. I mean, that alone, I'm not even talking about just people.
Right.
I think the adoption in that direction is going to happen sooner than more retail. I think it's going to happen sooner that the technology will reach these big markets. One of the biggest is real estate.
Well, medical too, though. It's medical is kind of
Oh,
they've already
medical,
been
yes.
doing. That's like already
Yeah,
kind of in the works, big time. A lot of
yes.
developers in the that was kind of the first use case that they were like, okay, we really need this
Mm.
because of all the HIPAA
Schools,
laws and
yeah.
privacy.
Schools too.
Schools, yes, yeah. So I mean, that's just scratching the surface, you know. So that's the whole, you know, narrative that we are so early. Couldn't, you know, that's such an
Yes,
understatement.
man. Don't wait till you get paid in crypto. That's basically what I always say.
Yeah.
Just get some now. Right now, not everything is going to be bullish. We're just going to have to talk about that too, because when I say these things, I also have to tell you about the flip side of that.
Hmm.
So
That
last
only a
bull
few,
run,
yeah.
yeah. So last bull run, we had, you know, a bunch of bullish tokens that are not that bullish anymore because their tech is lackey. In light of all this new stuff that's coming out, so definitely watch your portfolio for long term things, right? Basically, the only one that we can really bank on is, of course, Bitcoin, the number one in crypto, and that's why we have such a thing as Bitcoin dominance. So not everybody will, not every chain will survive, not every chain will do it, right? So you got to be able to pivot. Just have that in the back of your mind, because last bull run, and you see the people who are coming back, the retail that's coming back into the space that wasn't here in the bear market. So I know this bear market is always painful and so boring, but you do get a lot of alpha there. You're getting to be on the chains that are going to be the new tech that's going to be released, right? You're going to have early access to these things. You're going to know about these things. People are coming, the retail that comes back, they still think Terra Luna Classic is freaking bullish, right? Or Chainlink. They are doubling down on these things, and because they know it still from last time, but they didn't get the alpha of what's happening now in this space. So, you know, sometimes you just got to go through your portfolio and do some of your own research. Keep tabs on projects. Are they still getting with it, getting jiggy with it, or are they not renewing, right, and not having any utility worthwhile in this day and age, because this technology is going to grow fast. We see it now in a lot more tokens, a lot more layers. There's a lot more built in crypto right now than there was the last bull run. So we have more tokens, but Bitcoin also has a high market cap, so there's enough for everybody. It's just that at one point there's going to be things going to be left behind. That's just how it works. So you got to pivot for that if you have to, right? So if you're holding something you're not quite sure, do some research on it. What does it actually do, and is it still applicable, right, in this day and age? Does it have a future, or are there things that I should look at that have more of this relevance for Web 2? So yeah, with that said, we're gonna
Yeah.
do what's the ticker.
What's the
What's the
ticker?
ticker?
What's the ticker? Yeah.
What's the ticker? Where's it at? What is the ticker? Where's it at? I got crypto in the bag, send the CA in the chat. Gonna ape another fact. Got a runner on the map, Solana sniping like a cat. And the SUI is moving quickly. I'm gonna squeeze them where they at. I'm trying to bring the memecoins back. 1,000x is gonna land. I got it chilling in the back, and the gas fees are gonna slap. Where's the ticker? Where's it at?
Yes. Thank you, everybody, for joining again. What a fire space. Lots of good projects that we talked about. Love to see you again tomorrow. Follow each other. Stay bullish. Tick.
Thanks
Tick,
so
Tick,
much,
you
you
got the
guys.
white, sexy cowboy head.
Hell yeah. Very
Howdy,
bullish,
my
fam.
guy. Howdy.
Howdy ho.
Oh, howdy ho. Yeah. I'm gonna do some AI generation for this one. This is gonna be so bullish.
Hell yeah. That's great.
That's great. I'm gonna do it in the morning though, because no more screen time for me. That's it. Because
Cool.
you know. Yeah, yeah. Catch you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Hey, Crypto Moonlight tomorrow, right? Or for you guys later on tonight, Crypto, Moonlight around midnight, and it's you can watch the link happening on Lam's. Lam is here in the audience. Follow him, and then you'll get to see his space popping up, and I'm always in there too, so I expect to see you in there if you have time, of course. And we go be bullish in there. We're gonna maybe do some more Monad things and listen to the yellow DAO alpha, because there is a big alpha on these doginal DAOs. And of course, stick with the white head. We're gonna celebrate. I'll see you all tomorrow. Stay bullish, you guys. Stay bullish.
Stay
Bye.